when they're asleep, it's easier for them to maintain a lower body temperature, stay cool. And these two brothers, as you can see, they get along very well. They're very sweet. They love to lay together and play together. He's a good boy, Baku. And these are orphans. These are predators, but you will notice they are cats. Hey. Did he get you? Right on cue, huh? The lions and the tigers.
When they see me, they get a little excited, and they'll sometimes do that.
Nobody's getting back in my car if they get sprayed.
Now, male lions are really one of the only cats that does not groom themselves. And although the ladies do all of the legwork, the kings of the jungle over here will always get to eat first, the lionesses eat second, and the cubs will eat last. But that's only if there's any food left. Oftentimes there is not. Lion cubs have about a 90% mortality rate in the wild. It is a tough life to be a baby. Do you guys
got one of him with the lion. Oh, here you go. Good video.
I got it.
Now there's about 3,000 Bengal tigers in the wild today. Mostly you're going to find them living throughout
sitting there and stuff over there.
Oh, we were supposed to sit. That's right.
Depends on where you
Oh,
are
did
to
she
know
say
how
that?
their population is doing. In China, the Bengal
Just stand
tigers
still.
are not doing very well. Even today in 2025, people still believe their body parts can have medicinal qualities, and they are hunted and killed and sold on the black market. You'll notice he's having trouble sniffing out the trees. Now, in India, the Bengal tiger population is doing a bit better. They've actually relocated some rural villages in India to try to give the tigers back some of their habitat. They've also protected certain species of deer that can no longer be hunted by humans because it's the tiger's main source of prey. And they will prosecute poachers to the fullest extent of the law. However, you have to catch prosecutors in order to hold them accountable. And oftentimes they're even more elusive than the cats themselves. Let's totally relax. She's 5. She's one of our youngest tigers. And we're actually going to meet his sister at the end of this tour. And Scooby out there is actually his uncle. Our tigers, we have kind of a big family tree. Most of our tigers are related to each other.
I said we would look. I didn't guarantee.
Now, if you guys are ready, we can move to our next cat. It's before.
He's ready for us to move on.
Yeah. Now, this is Chia. Now, jaguars are not the largest of the big cats. Typically, tigers are the biggest, and then our lions and our jaguars. However, pound for pound, jaguars are considered to be the strongest of the big cats. And they've got an incredibly powerful bite force, about 1,500 pounds per square inch. These cats can crush a donkey's skull with their jaws. Now, typically when other cats are hunted, will go right for the skull because they can easily crush it with those powerful jaws. Just like things like a turtle shell, no problem for a jaguar to bite into. Now, these cats are also known to get into the water, often dragging them out of the water and even dragging them up into trees so they can eat all alone. These cats do not play around with time. Same like leopards, but jaguars can do that as well.
Wait, I don't think they have.
Now, typically jaguars are native to South America, although there was a jaguar skull found in the Oregon caves. Now, it was very, very old. Hello, Chia. You can see Chia here is not quite as sweet as Serafina over there. Now, because she goes. Now, we do have a boyfriend picked out for Chia, so she is looking for one. That is her mating call. She just has not had her first date yet, but it's coming soon. Hold on, Chia. Now, clouded leopards are a very arboreal species of leopard. They spend a lot of time up in the trees. They are incredible climbers, and they're actually such a good climber that Clouder here even gets a roof on the top of his enclosure, where you might notice Chia and Tar over there do not. Now, the reason for that is being long tail. Now, the short legs give him a good center of gravity, and long tails help with balance, which is important for a cat that does a lot of climbing. The leopard here. Our Bengal tigers are about 350 to 550. Having here is only about 65.
Yeah, there's not individuals.
What's your
little spot?
I think he could climb pretty much as high as he wanted, just as long as he has a super tall tree. But maybe you might get to see him climbing on his little balance beams here. Any other questions about our clouded leopard? Definitely one of the cats that is the most comfortable in the water. I'm gonna throw some treats into their pond so you guys can see just how they dive for fish.
She picked up real
They
quick.
really dive in. Now this is a potential breeding pair, but truth be told, the fish owner's coral, don't worry about it, just kind of part of the process. Now you can see they have a really pointy little nose and snout that kind of helps them to dive and shoot their mouth into the water to grab those fish. They've also got a special layer of an undercoat that kind of acts like a little dry suit to help them back in, just like a house cat when they need. But fishing cats cannot retract their claws in, so the tip of their nail is always sticking out. But they use it to their advantage by tapping that nail along the surface of the water to mimic a water bug and try to attract fish. It has a little sprinkler system, so maybe it just got turned off, so it's dripping.
What is it? Huh. Oh, yeah.
Yes, they will. They kind of are more hoping for the fish to be at the surface so they can dive in, kind of dive on top of it and grab it with their mouth. But they can swim under the water. They'll open their eyes.
Their eyes are so close together that can.
Yeah, definitely a unique cat. Usually in India, anywhere. I never cracks. I think I have a much better chance of getting bitten when I was a preschool teacher than I do here at the park. Aw,
Exactly like normal.
I'm sure you guys can
Okay, this
probably
looks like
see a
Rosie. I know.
resemblance.
In Asia.
Now that resemblance is so strong, truly the only way to know an African cub. Now that grunting sound that you're hearing is called chuffing. Tigers are not able to purr, so when they're happy, they'll make that chuffing sound. Now, tigers, lions, leopards, and jaguars are cats that can roar. Now, these big cats can not camouflage to our human eyes, but in the eyes of their prey, they do have color vision, but it's a different type of color vision. And in their eyes, that orange and black really does blend into the green jungle foliage. And you'll notice a tree to support them. And about 70% of a tiger's body weight is coming from their muscle. Did you see the bobcat? Sometimes taller people unfold hats for whatever reason. Can make them a little grumpy, but don't take it personal.
Yes.
Now this is our little bobcat under his first year. This is another one of our cats that is a little bit less exotic. You can definitely see a bobcat around horse. Only about 2 to 3 inches long. Now there are other species of cats with a bobtail like the lynx and the serval, but the bobcat is the smallest. And these cats are pretty well known for being very active during the day. They're one of the few species of cats that is active and hunting during the daytime. Most of the other cats like to wait for dawn or dusk so they can hunt with the cover of darkness on their side, but the bobcats are pretty brave and they're out in the...
Wow. Man. I wish I had a big camera like Mark's. Or pictures of beaches or whatever.
Is he locked in back here?
You want to go home now? We'll go home soon, okay?
Well, they're pretty small.
This one will put its quills up.
Could it shoot it this far?
I don't think so. But no. Look at that.
I love the music.
I know. Nice. We need bigger places to live.
Well, the back one wraps around,
Yeah.
and this one kind of goes.
That a special kind of?
Yeah, it says African
Okay.
crested.
I was wondering, that's bigger than the peacocks we, I mean the peacocks, the porcupines we have around here, right?
I think so. Yep, that's how I remember them.
It's too bad they don't have a bigger spot.
That's what my mom would say. This spot goes kind of farther back on the back one, but this one's weaving like it's not happy.
Yeah.